كل عام وأنتم بخير and welcome to a summary of the news. Jordan today joined the Arab and Muslim worlds in celebrations of Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of the fasting month of Ramadan. On this occasion, His Majesty King Abdullah performed Eid prayers alongside a congregation of worshippers at Al-Hashimiyya Mosque in Amman.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
His Majesty later welcomed well-wishers, including royal family members, senior officials and religious personalities at Al Husseiniya Palace. Also on this occasion, His Majesty exchanged Eid greetings on the telephone with Arab monarchs and heads of state and received cables from leaders of nations who wished the king and country progress and prosperity. Messages of good wishes to His Majesty also came from senior government and military officials who also sent similar messages to His Royal Highness Crown Prince Hussein. To Syria, President Bashar al-Assad performed Eid prayers alongside a group of clerics and a crowd of worshippers in HAMA. In his sermon, the mosque imam told worshippers that Assad's presence in the city for Eid showed that victory and the return of security are only a few steps away. HAMA, which is about 185 kilometers from Damascus, is the furthest that Assad has traveled inside Syria since the start of the conflict. And in Syria's rebel-held IDLIB province, meanwhile, 10 people were killed in a car bomb. The bomb attack, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, took place in a market in Aldana, a town north of the province on the border with Turkey, also injuring at least 30 people. IDLIB is a major stronghold of rebel groups who have been fighting each other in recent months and have accused Daesh of carrying out attacks in the area. In Iraq, Mosul residents celebrated their first Eid holiday without Daesh in 3 years, amid hopes the battle to take back the city will end in a few days. Children gathered in squares of the eastern side of the city, some having fun on old swings and others playing with toy guns and rifles, the type of toys allowed under Daesh since the terrorist group took over the city in June 2014. Iraqi forces have dislodged Daesh from this part of the city months ago, but battles are still raging on the western side across the Tigris. In the old city of Mosul, meanwhile, loud explosions and columns of smoke were reported as Iraqi forces battled their way along two streets that meet in the heart of the city. A US-led international coalition is providing air and ground support in the now 9-month-old offensive to drive Daesh from their de facto capital in Iraq. Iraqi army officials say about 350 Daesh terrorists, most of them non-Iraqis, are defending their remaining stronghold in Mosul's densely populated old center. In the northern English city of Newcastle, at least 6 people were injured after a car mounted a pavement outside a sports centre where hundreds of people were celebrating Eid al-Fitr. 2 children were among the casualties. Police said the vehicle collided with pedestrians outside Westgate Sports Centre, but they said it was not believed to be a terror incident. A 42-year-old woman was detained and is in custody. Major forest fires in southern Spain has forced the evacuation of more than 1,500 people from homes, campsites and hotels. The blaze was spotted last night in the Moguer region near Uleva, an area on high alert for forest fires because of a heat wave, and was being treated as a level 1 or maximum threat by emergency services. Though emergency services were working to contain the fire, adverse windy conditions are making it difficult to predict when the blaze would be brought completely under control. And runners break 2 course records in the 14th edition of the Olympus Marathon in Greece. Around 800 athletes took part in the 44-kilometer event, which took athletes onto Mount Olympus, known in Greek legend as the home of the ancient gods. Spaniard Artes Egea won the men's race, finishing with a new course record of 4 hours, 24 minutes and 26 seconds, while Dutch runner Ragnar de Baats won the women's race in another record-breaking time of 5 hours, 18 minutes and 20 seconds. And finally, the Eid holiday will be a hot one as temperatures are expected to continue to rise over the next few days, soaring to 8 degrees above seasonal average. Therefore, hot and dry conditions are in the forecast across the kingdom, with a high of 39 degrees Celsius in Amman tomorrow. And in the Gulf of Aqaba, temperatures are expected to reach 42 degrees, while winds will be northerly moderate and the seas calm. And that's all for tonight. Have a pleasant evening.